Yes. I just need to make a quick presentation, a quick one before. This is a quick presentation that I want to make on the issues raised, important issues raised by former ZNA kernel. We must not, sorry guys, share this information quickly. We must not ignore such intelligence information coming from former army kernel, former Zimbabwe army kernel, who is also a businessman and who is also vying for presidency of Zimbabwe. The Justina talent ZIMBABWEANS Chris Gumbo zvirikudini mwana wamai bareta aripo nasi ndatombotsvaga bareta hana uriona saka pana aviga bareta rangu hanzi handikuona uchienda palive, you understand. So our regalia has been hidden, or someone stuffed it elsewhere. Desire zviri kufamba iri Josh zviri kufamba iri kanjani ndiribo Victor chifamba Stones blessing zviri kudini mwana mai mukoma Henry musika vanhu besti sese mukoma Yuda vari seko varakashi vembwa vari pano iri nhasi varashiki vanoda kuuya later on, but as you understand, ZANU PF is bankrupt, can no longer afford to pay varashiki. So they are resorting to printing t-shirts, printing new part cards. Willard, should say blessings, a wife. I'll give you a call, dear. I'll talk to you after the presentation. Zirugita say Vakuru Chris Zurufamber Jamal Zuri say Samuel Mzipuri Zurufamber Ebenezer and Roy Chadzoga food Chadzoga chine power na chine power mazogera chirugita. Saka we must learn it. Shadrik, how are you? Shadrik Murangari zviri kufamba remwana wamai hazvi mune munomata zviri se munya chinos give more maovo sei mwana wamai ndakasimba tendai maovo zviri kufamba ere Tamari Chidume zviri sei Patson Matora zviri kudini ndikaindikukwasei vese vari kupinda panapa naye ndichitisangana neni mukoma Shapiro Shepherd Yuda sangana neni timbokurukura naye. Pane information that we cannot afford to ignore. Ngoma Patson Matora Nakai Musukutwa zviri kufamba ere maZimbabweans akumachiwa manje. I can tell. Wanda Chuma sese nasi zviri kufamba Lois Masara zviri sei King ndirinani pane question yabvunzwa hanzi wapinda eli kwakanaka ere. Pane information important information that has been released by one of Zimbabwe ZNA former kernels. Saka we need to talk about that for a few minutes, then I'll go to Zoyana 8 manero 9. Anzimdara iri say weekend yanga iri 9 and manya chimbona kuti zvakamira sei. Tatenda chirume zviri sei besti hanzi yavari kuita iye yekuprinda macards and t-shirts emusangano wevanhu. It's an old tactic. Zvakasara kare izvo ndo chokwadi mukoma best. I was telling other guys who were saying ngone zvikuita ZANU ndikati varegei vakadaro. We saw that happening during Mugabe era. It took Mugabe nowhere. Ndopaona kuti ZANU PF yapererwa nema strategies. Those strategies doesn't work anymore. Prospect, how are you? President Nyarwata zviri kufamba ere. Ndaibata live King, thank you so much. tekla atete zviri sei Romeo Nyakabawo zviri kubatana Bobo Wanguda zviri sei mugomapadzo. Saka nyaya tikutaura panapa ndeyekuti there is information that we can't afford watching from Cape Town. We can't afford to ignore such information, very important information that we need to share. So before I start sharing that information, I need Zimbabweans to tag for friends and relatives on these presentations. It's a very important lesson, gentlemen. We share. Let's share. Nyango tikaita ma 600 shares. Let me make it clear to the people of Zimbabwe. I don't make any money from these videos. I don't make anything. I don't earn anything. But my main objective is to ensure that I spread the information as quickly as possible to access as many Zimbabweans as I can. So this is why I'm saying dedicate yourself. Mkuma Felix Muju zuri say Daniel Maida such Maida zuri kufamba here. Hands watching you from Botswana. Thank you so much. Privilege. Deben yapinda kata nai privilege masu. So what I need to Zimbabweans to know is I don't benefit anything from this, but I utilize my resources to make sure that the information is disseminated. So I expect each and every Zimbabwean, we share this information. Let's disseminate, let's distribute the information. As in us in the Ebato Live view, thanks bro, given freely and we give freely. This is what I'm saying, that let's spread the videos, let's spread the news, let's distribute, because I don't do it for money. Boss Yuda, one love, Eddie, Jirise, Tino Tunufara, Zurufamber, Shanya. So I don't do this for money. Some people were asking me, when I did the vote rigging video in 2008, some people were asking me, what did you benefit, or you did it for a benefit? I never benefited anything. Let me be clear to Zimbabweans. I never benefited anything out of that video. I didn't do it for benefit. I never intended to benefit anything from there. As Wanguda Omboy Kondo, ziri say done. As Mufundirwa, ziri say Monomai. I never did these things for benefit, and I'm still benefiting nothing. And I don't want to benefit from the expense of Zimbabweans. This is why you see I live within my means. That andrichi benefit was real. Mushona room ino decorated in my lights in a studio, because I will be benefiting, but I'm not benefiting anything. And from Tete Mozambique, bless Zirise Patete, Maxa Queen, Mozambique, Macambique, Ziruk Famber, Mkuma Calvin, as Mozambique, so what I'm saying is, I don't benefit anything. If I was a beneficiary of these videos, this information, you could even see the room changing, the studio and so forth. Quality videos, quality information. But since it's like a struggle, we do it like a bushy system. So don't expect to benefit anything from this. But let's share the information. It is very important information that we need to share at the moment. So make sure you click share, tag friends and relatives so that we spread the information. The information must reach even rural areas. I know the office they've got the information. Because most messages that I receive from Masiao, andisvike ndakatarisa angu ndakananga Durban zvangu mai nyakubereka nyakutumbura blessing mudhara zviri kufamba ere moms ndisekuru vangu ava hanzvadzi yamai atete Hilda Nkomo zviri sei hanzi zikomo kwambiri nzwanai pambuka zviri sei mwana wamai. Saka tiri kutaura kuti I don't benefit anything. You don't benefit anything. But what we do is disseminate information. So let's make sure we tag as many people as possible. We tag more people to this information. It is vital. It is very important information that every Zimbabwean must know. Don't do it for benefit. Benefit, you know, if the 99% people are now employed. So, ZANU PF varikunditeerera nezuro ndandiri mugrupu rimwe grupu so randaita debate in there my aid wavanhu MI military intelligence saka hanzi zvakanaka zvakadaro message ndiyo yakakosha ndo zvatiri kutaura marvelous mupungwana ndo message yatoda kuti iende bekezela moyo maramanzi I saw you in prison officer uniform and now sitting there. What a transformation. That is really a transformation. Mukoma bekezela. The transformation that you witnessed is the same transformation that I am presenting this information to my colleagues in the army, to my colleagues in the prison, to my colleagues in the police force, to my colleagues in the army, in the Air Force, and wherever they are in the uniformed forces of Zimbabwe. That transformation can still happen to them. And as long as I'm on perfume sparkle guy, bestie, ZANU PF must learn about destroying our country. Yes. So this is why I'm saying the transformation that you saw from the picture I was wearing a prison uniform when I was still a prison officer, and the transformation that you see today, that is the transformation that happens in a normal economy. So why I'm saying this is my colleagues in the army, in the uniformed forces in Zimbabwe, they must learn from me. They must take a leaf from me that under normal circumstances, under normal economy, every Zimbabwean must look like 𝗭𝗵𝗵𝗃. Every soldier must look like 𝗭𝗵𝗵𝗃. Every prison officer must look like 𝗭𝗵𝗵𝗃. Every police officer must look like 𝗭𝗵𝗵𝗃. Every ZN, you must be able to look after yourself, live within your means. Saka nhasi ndati regai ndikasire kumboti bla bla titaurika information kari kubuda kuna former Colonel Hanza Koma wekwanyeshanu Roy wapromisa kuti ndondigera ka Roy mwana wamai wangu wapromisa Roy kuti ngoma Shapiro ndikutenga chigero mugero ngoma Roy hanzi bvudzi rachena. People don't like my hair, they like to see a bald shepherd. Saka hanzi namngoma Roy ini ndikutenga chigero Shapiro kuti ugero ndikato zvakanaka mwana wamai tenga chigero uone ndogerwa nhasi chai challenge. Right. Kune mumwe someone send a message. Ndaisa boots zvikanzi boots yakanaka mukoma shepi. Ndikati yakanaka but ana mari yekutenga kanzi ayo inini I'll offer, I'll buy it. I'll send you man, buy it, weigh it and show me kuti you matenga boots yo. Zvikana mukoma Roy zvikana kuti musoro yugero nekuti wachena. Asi taura nguva iri kufamba baba mwana ndo zvakanaka sweet regai titi gacha. So the information that I'm going to talk about here is the information that has been said by former Colonel in the ZNA. This guy is a former ZANU PF heavyweight, is a founding member with ZANU and had a strong political background. He underwent ZANU's basic military training. This is someone very important in Zimbabwe's political circles. This guy is a ZANU militant. He went under training ari muzanla akatrainwa kunonzi kuchisamba kuZambia. So this is where he was trained. He's trained in 1978. You know, although hondo yanga yakunopera, but he underwent this type of training. So he has said something that is very important. And the guy is former ZANU PF stronghold. As I shared everywhere. Thank you so much. Let's share the information. Let's share. Let's invite people to listen to this type of information. So this is none other than Dr. Daniel Schumer. I know a lot of people do not know very well Dr. Daniel Schumer. A lot of Zimbabweans do not know him very well, but he was, I think, was once a former member of parliament with ZANU, because he's a former member of parliament with ZANU PF. I can't remember very well, but Dr. Daniel Schumer is one of the best trained soldiers in Zimbabwe who rose to a rank of colonel. Zvirise sau mashuru sei mwana wamai Stella mashingaidze zviri kufamba here mashinga kuti mashingaidze hello zviri sei. So Dr. Daniel Schumer, a lot of people do not know him. He's vying for presidency. He wants to be president of Zimbabwe. This guy is not just an ordinary person that people would dismiss and say, my politicians are Ruchagamari. He's a businessman. He's a businessman. He's not a politician, Ruchagamari in politics. He is a businessman. He has been in the ZANLA. He trained as a ZANLA fighter. And after war, he went through a lot of military trainings. Some of the trainings that my special tactics, he went through that and he rose to the rank of colonel. He's Daniel Schumer. Hello. Tinotenda, Zirise. He's Dr. Daniel Schumer. So I'm not saying that kwaziswa ere makwaziswa mkomaisao mashuro imamandi kupotse ndakwasai makaya terens watching you in Joburg. So this Daniel Schumer is someone important in military circle in Zimbabwe. I don't think whether he's gonna be a very good politician. I don't think that, because this guy is a soldier, and being a soldier, his political style, sometimes, I don't know much about his politics because he was in ZANU PF. But I understand once you are in ZANU PF, you mix it and so forth. And I think he has got his own political part. I don't know the part, but let's not dwell into his politics because I don't know much about his politics. People in ZANU PF might know him better than me, but what he has tweeted is something of interest to the people of Zimbabwe. So this is why I came early to discuss that, and then we go. As Crispin sign, Kevin touch masquera and Dasquera, Kevin Makaya Terence, Ziruk. So this Daniel Schumer, he calls himself Dr. Daniel Schumer, and I think he is a doctor, not a medical doctor. I don't know. He could be a medical doctor. I've got no enough information to say he's medical doctor or any other type of doctor of PhD, but he calls himself Dr. Schumer and said president. He probably might be vying for the presidency very, very soon. I'm going to contest. So Dr. Schumer, he tweeted that the choreographed registration of new members is made to justify the ghosted 2 million additional names on the national database. So he is saying ZANU PF has been registering, when they say they are registering 2 members, you know, ZANU PF have been talking about 5 million votes in 2023. And the ZANU PF people have gone out and claimed that 2023 election is a sealed election. It's just like a ceremonial thing that people of Zimbabwe would be called together and try to say vote, 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 whilst they know the results. This is something that is being tweeted by Dr. Schumer, that the choreographed registration of new members is meant to justify the ghosted 2 million additional names. So what brought me here is about that additional 2 million ghosts, we say ghost names, which have been added to the national database. When we say ghost names, these are non-existing people. We're not going to exist in name, but there is no physical count of those people. You cannot count 2 million people who have been added to the national database, but we can only count names. You go on a paper, you find name. Doma zvitupa zvadaiburisa last time. Some people vaitanzi 𝗭𝗵𝗶𝗏 zvitupa zvaurikuburisa izvi masaya ariko. Guys, this is connected the dots with what Daniel Shumba, Dr. Shumba. Let me respect this man. Let me respect him. One, he was my boss. He was a colonel. Already was my boss. Second, he's a doctor, someone educated to the doctorate level, which I haven't yet attained. Most Zimbabweans haven't yet attained that. So I should respect him and say Dr. Shumba. So let me say what Dr. Daniel Shumba said, Zimbabwe 3, Zambia new. Oh, Magorogoto. So what Dr. Shumba said, he said ZANU PF has been registering people. They are saying they are registering people. They are not registering people, but they are creating names. My brother, thank you for the good work. Bushmaster 𝗔𝗍𝗋. This was one of its kind in the history of Zimbabwe. Thank you so much. In order to have functioning country, we need you to know the truth. That's correct. Komanobi, welcome. So what I'm saying is what Dr. Shumba said is there are 2 million ghost names, non-existing people, only existing in name, have been added to our national database and now in the voters roll. So they are in the national database. If we say Zimbabwe has got 16 million people, 17 million people, that means we will be lying. We will be lying, definitely, guys. We are lying. Because Zimbabwe, if you consider how many people have left Zimbabwe, if you consider how many people have died in our country. So if you call Zimbabwe has got 16 million people, it's overstating that number. So ZANU PF is taking advantage of overstatement of that number and add 2 million to our national database for the people who are no longer there, people who are not there, people who just exist in name. And those 2 million people have been added, have found their names into the voters roll. This is why ZANU PF campaign to say 5 million votes in 2023. They really know that ED has got no capacity of garnering that figure. He has got no capacity at all. And what is the solution to fight such culture of unfair election? And that unfair election, Leo, this is why we are crying reforms. This is why we are crying reforms. Even the international community, they are crying reforms. Everybody in Zimbabwe is crying reforms, reforms, reforms. We want reforms so that we unearth those 2 million people who have been added to the national database, who have been also added to the voters roll. This is ZANU PF. This information is coming from a person who has been in ZANU PF since 1978 or before then. A person who went to train under Zandla, who came and worked in the Zimbabwe National Army as a colonel, who has been doing ZANU PF elections, who has been doing ZANU PF work. You understand what I mean? So this guy is telling you, Zimbabweans, he is well informed. This is why he's telling us that, look, there are 2 million people who have been added to our national database, who are also added to the voters roll. And this guy is in touch with the operative, the CIOs, and the people who do most of these things. They give him information. So we can't dismiss this type of information. This is why we are saying, let's come together, let's talk about it, let's discuss and see how best we can tackle that issue. As you ndimi zangu this day. Thanks, Ronnie. So what I'm saying is, the guy says, I know ZANU PF regime's game very well. He said himself, he knows ZANU PF regime's game very well. He knows it very well. He has been in ZANU PF. Vakasiyana nana Eustace. Thank you for coming, Mpana Eustace. Vakasiyana nana Eustace. I'm surprised 𝗭𝗵𝗶𝗏 do the prison colors rugby t-shirt large or extra large. Send me your address kuseri. I will definitely do I will definitely do that, my brother. Thank you so much. So Andit Manzwa, Mkoma Roy has offered me a very nice shirt that I'll wear it when doing presentations. Thank you so much, Mkoma Roy. So look here, guys. These reforms, we cry. That this is what Dr. Schumer said. I know the ZANU PF regime scam very well. Brutal, but easy to anticipate. The game is brutal, but it's very easy to anticipate. Let citizens fight this evil and diabolical plan. So Dr. Schumer is urging us as citizens of Zimbabwe that we should fight this evil and diabolical plan. We should be fighting it. He really knows the game very well. He has been in ZANU PF. Some people wonder how the election is rigged, how this is done. This is another way elections are rigged in Zimbabwe. Ghost voters being created. Remember last time, connect the dots. When Tendai Biti confronted those ZANU PF youth who were busy from Nyanga in a bus, they couldn't even speak. Chizezuru. Vesokawagirwa misoro. Mayouth aibva kunyanga kuya kuzovota kuHarare kuMount Pleasant. Ukavabvunza uri paMount Pleasant unogara kupi, they had no address. They had no address, no street. Atozivi Mount Pleasant yacho. He just came from Nyanga to come and vote in Harare. Just imagine. Baribadza pakaipa server rogona ku KG6, no one can access that. Blessing Matlenga. But remember, Mkoma Blessing, we have got experts in the world. That server can be accessed, and that data can be deleted. If we are serious about it, we can hack that server. We can delete the data from that server. We can do it. To say that data is erased, that is very possible. But ZANU PF kana army head office ku Zimbabwe hakuna munhu akagadzira computer, hakuna these computers were made elsewhere. Avagadzire ma software, kana vagadzira ma software avo, I think they interact with other software, so it's easy to access their data. It's very easy. Ndosaka uri kuona kana vana America vachichema kuti tahekerwa computers, they get hacked and data will be deleted. And it more. Grace a long time. My guru say she is now okay now. Thank you. And Anonymous can help us if we beg them, definitely. So the issue will be Murise. So the issue is that Dr. Schumer has tweeted that he knows the game is ZANU PF very well. He knows that it's easier to anticipate the next move is ZANU PF. The plan is brutal. They have added 2 million. They have added 2 million ghost voters on the national database and on the voters roll. And those people exist only nominal. They don't exist in physical form. So hakuna vanhu vakadaro panyika. MuZimbabwe munombozvarwa vanhu vakadaro. Vari kungocreatwa neregistrar general. Vari kungonzi neregistrar general chitupa ichi ndechemunhu. Otherwise zvitupa zviri kupuwa vanhu kumaruzeva. You find out kuti munhu anenge ane chitupa 2, 3 zvitupa. Andimona zvine ma different names. No zvitupa zvandakaedha last time. Vanhu vakati Yuda vanhu vakadai variko ndikati of course they are there, but verengai mazita aya guys, verengai mazita. Last time you saw kuti Shepherd Yuda anenge ane sara kanzi Shepherd Yuda. Poswa date of birth rimwe. Poswa rimwe zita same date of birth. Same ukadata chitupa number dzechitupa same. So there are duplication of data and a lot of things, a lot of shenanigans are being done by ZANU PF to continue to make Zimbabweans suffer. We don't want people of Zimbabwe suffer. This is why Dr. Schumer has written this, has tweeted this. So let's take this seriously. This is coming from a colonel, someone who was higher in rank in the army and who was part of ZANU PF, who knows the game very well. And he has said he knows the game very well. So it's all up to you and me, guys. Can we continue to suffer whilst these shenanigans are going ahead in ZANU PF? They've got nothing to campaign about. So this is what they can only do to survive. ZANU PF will never win an election in Zimbabwe. Nakashitaura 2000 is when I was interviewed by name tabloid. This party about ZANU PF for the next 100 or 1,000 years, they will never win an election. They've done nothing to the people of Zimbabwe that warranted the people to vote them. Because why do you want to vote ZANU PF? Ukabvunza murashiki avana any point yekuvotera ZANU. If you ngatitarise zvikuitika even kuvarashiki kwacho, ndosaka mukona matemandada amhanyiswa. They're asking, those guys are asking, good guys, chatakabvisira Mugabe chi? Is this what we went around the country mobilizing for removal of Robert Mugabe? Are these the results that you promised Zimbabweans? So at the end, even in ZANU PF, there are sharp divisions. That E.D. Mnangagwa was brought back by certain elements in ZANU and they promised to deliver. Up to now, they have not delivered anything. So in ZANU PF, some ZANU elements are holding Mnangagwa and Chiwenga accountable. Tell us, what have you done? What comrade and Chiwenga akatishitsa patashitsa vamnangagwa kunga vadzingwa kuzanu akaenda akanovatora. So hanzi mudhara Yuda kubvira ndatanga kuteerera vakanyanya unyepi Ghost Names 2023 chimuti kuna chamisa ndo patiri kutaura pacho kuti now we have been informed about these ghost names. What action should we take as Zimbabweans? Guys, let's brainstorm. Let's brainstorm. It's either diaspora, Tuchagamari, we pay my hackers, we delete that data. We can do it. We can attack the server. Iyo 2 million fake names. We can attack it, delete it. Because they are computerized, so we can attack it and delete it. And so that kind of registration, let's delete to the extent that they won't recover any data. Or else kana zvanetsa totsvaga munhu anokwanisa kuenda kunobayirira padatabase ipapo topuwa data racho togara naro isusu tichiona. Ndosaka uri kuona ZANU PF can't release the data, can't release the electronic database to my political parties, because they know that once they release it, we will go physically to check. Address inogarani totuma vanhu vedu vekubranch ikoko kana kuward ikoko endai paward paaddress yakati monocheka. We have got that right to do it. Asi varongoita havo nechisimba but pafair zvavakunda kuchinja nyika. Yes, thank you mukoma tatenda. Nino Gambino zviri sei. They can't change. ZANU PF can't run that country anymore. They can't do it. They can't do it. And they know that for them to continue to damn loot, they need to utilize an election and say it was free and fair. Anzi namkoma Edwin Rutsara. Yuda, Yuda moto wangu, zviri sei mkoma Ed. Moto wangu, ndiribo mkoma Ed. Oh, this guy loves me. These are wanamkoma Edao. Vanu wekuti vakakuona chikanganisa, they quickly tell. And he texted yesterday achichema, Shepard, check your inbox. Thank you mkoma Ed, thank you so much. And ZANU PF will never win a proper election. Ndosaka muri kuona zvinezvi varakashi vese vaneta vavarashiki manje. Vakambotanga vane vhevhe vachipuwa $10 tikuti ataka Yuda taataka ani. Now vapererwa manje. They've got nothing to attack anymore. Vapererwa. You cannot defend. ZANU PF cannot be defended. Haisi political party yekuti unomira weidefenda successfully. You have got nothing to defend. And I'm gonna 𝗭𝗵𝗶𝗀𝗃 they will promise the jobs. Akamhanya kujambira kuZANU. Now akutonzi akutopuwa basa. It's because nzara yapinda muZimbabwe. 𝗭𝗵𝗃𝗃's firm cannot bring him enough to eat. Because mari dzinobhadharwa nemaclients, maclients vanhu kana vasingashanda kuna kwanowana mari dzekubhadhara malawyers. Saka at the end vana 𝗭𝗵𝗃𝗃 vakufa nenzara. Ndosaka muri kuona izvozvo akutopuwa basa hanzi reconciliation what huya kuno huya tikupe basa. Saka vanhu vari kunyengwa nokupuwa basa kuZANU, vari kunyengwa nokupuwa $2. That doesn't work. And this is serious. This is very serious, guys. No information ya tweetwa Sekuru Stole Masquerase. No information ya tweetwa na Dr. Schumer. Let's give him respect. He is Dr. Schumer. He is former army colonel. He has been in ZANU PF for too long. And this guy knows the game very well. This is why he's telling you Zimbabweans, could pane 2 million additional names on the national database. And those names have found their way into our voters' roll. So when they find their way into voters' roll, you know what it means. You know what it means. There are 2 million plus votes ahead of us. And they can put my extra staff and my ballots for those 2 million votes. So Pachazotanga election would one issues are 2 million ahead of us. So this is why they are saying Dr. Schumer would let's go for reforms. No reforms, no election. And those who are on Dr. Schumer. And so let's, as citizens of Zimbabwe, let's come together. Let's converge. President Chamisa got convergence of citizenship. Of citizens. Let's come together. It's coming together. President Chamisa of coming together and converge together. Kuungana pamwechete. Tuesa msoro pamwechete, and then we fight this evil and diabolical plan. This plan must be fought. And Mkoma, I beg to differ on that. Varakash are on orders not to participate online politics. Guys, you really need to up your game if you are still talking about no. There is a video Varakash online. No. That part has gone bankrupt. Eustace. ZANU PF is namari. Because how can they stop doing it on social media? Akusara marali chacha kuitwa pa social media. Kuchikoro chako my lectures ayataenda chigara mu class chiziza. We are doing them online. Pane on the Teams, Microsoft Teams. I want vanhu vazhinji vavhure Microsoft Teams. Then our next presentation zechita pa Microsoft Teams where we will be interacting. Muchindipindurawo munhu wese anenge achipindura. Iwe uchipindura ndichipindura udzana tichitaura andiri maona. So this is what we want to do. Saka izvozvo zvakuita kuti a lot of things zviitwe online, vanhu vacha interact, vanhu vachaita sei. So it's not inonzi technology Eustace. Saka ZANU PF is fighting kumeka sure kuti vanhu vava vapindawo mumasocial media vachitaurawo zvikuti ana Shepherd Yuda, but they've got no capacity. Admire chauri kanzi Yuda man ira ahead. Thanks for the information. Saka todi ndo zvatira kutaura kuti imimi let's come up, let's brainstorm. Twitter say diaspora, we are capable. We've got the capability of stopping that. Mkoma gogovana ta zviri kufamba hanzi mkoma mukati no reforms no election tinenge tapa ZANU advantage. We are not giving them advantage. Ndosaka tiri kutaura mkoma blessing. Let's brainstorm. As mkoma co-sister Mahere said ZANU is printing regalia. That's true, I've said it as well. If you look at the my t-shirts, avari ku display their new t-shirts. If you look at my cards, avari ku display their new cards. Avari ku print nana Chebuno, nana Lillian Timovius. They know everything that we used to do because they were part of us. So those are used when what defect. But I say number yao ZANU aichinje. It's 400 between 4 and 450 defectors. Vakadzinga madriver kana makondakta vanodzinga 450. Vadzinga 450 vodzorera 450 obva vati vabva ku-MDC. So a lot of things, a lot of shenanigans are happening. Let's delete the database. We can attack the database. This is what I'm saying. We have got in forensically we can attack the database. Database rezanu ravanotemba racho ravanoisa mucomputer. We can attack it. Kana kusa virus arivhurike zvachose, and then they have to redo it. And you will find out tikaheka tikatora information tokanda virus harichamuki database iroro. Kana ratadza kumuka tinenge tane information yekuziva kuti vakazogadzira rimwe vanenge vachigadzira mastar akaita sei. Are they the same names? So we need to beat them on their game. We need to beat them on their game. Saka, diaspora, we are capable of doing anything. We can engage my companies, but under Mari, who can help us hack that database. We just got tinaro munomu. Saka garanaro tushona mazita. But ZANU PF inofunga yakangwara by refusing to release electoral raw, electronic raw, voters raw to other political parties. Vanoramba because they know about these 2 million votes. Those are kumhanya vachitaura kuti taane hanzi election ya 2023 is done already. Saka if they think we are stupid to let them steal that election through registering of non-existing people. As I thought as much good 𝗏𝗏𝗧 is involved, and other 𝗏𝗏𝗧, 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏, those are the guys spearheading printing of those my party cards and my t-shirts. Vachifamba vachitaurira vanhu kuti makadzi aya ndevanhu vakauya kuzana MDC. We want to see vanhu vekukwekwe vanozivana, vanhu vekuzvishavane vanozivana. Kana Shepherd aenda kuzanu, mwese munotozviziva kuti Shepherd aenda kuzanu. So they should just show us the people from MDC. Because kana vanga vari vanhu vachebundo, obvious anoenda nevanhu vake. Obvious he goes with his people. Kana ari 𝗏𝗏𝗧 nehama dzake, vanoenda nehama dzake. Nezvimakaradhi zvake anotakura anda nazvo. Saka haazosii. Saka ndo vanhu vake vanenge kutaura kuti vajoina ZANU. They can go and join ZANU. We don't care. It's something that is not new. We have seen it time and again. Mugabe did it. When Mugabe did it, we walloped him. Gore right Mugabe vanhu vatiza kuMDC vanani vanhu vachisoma maslogan eparty vachinzi vajoina ZANU. No gore ratakarwa Mugabe. All systems out, left, right, and center. You all know. You all saw it. And that's a good idea, but pasina ma reforms, ndaona ma one, ma reforms, we need to stand up. We definitely need to stand up. So there is nothing new that 𝗏𝗏𝗧 and Blessing Chebundo are doing. No matter how much they are going to print, they are wasting their resources. They are wasting ZANU PF resources. Because as they are doing, whatever they are doing, it doesn't help them. Chebundo nevanhu vake vakaenda navo hande by election mukwekwe. Chebundo anozvamburwa all systems out. Andimona. Saka they are wasting their resources, they are wasting their money by printing those t-shirts and cards and claiming that MDC people have defected. We have seen defections before, Baba. MDC split into 2 political parties in 2005. Not one. Iyamurikona is split guy. Because already MDC yagara iripo, MDC Alliance yagara iripo. Takanopinda my elections takadai. This is not a split. In Yengoti vanhu varufunga they might revive their political careers in another part. That is not gonna work. MDC participated in 2018 elections. MDC Alliance participated in 2018 elections where we've got the results. And in the morning. Saka vari kuona kuti kune mukana vana monzoro vakaona kune mukana wekuti they might go there, revive their political careers which Zimbabweans have destroyed anyway. Because monzoro politically will never rise up. Vana konjana tingangotaura, it's a waste of time talking about konjana. We should not be mentioning them here. MDCT, we shouldn't be mentioning them here. Ask Bebe. Guys, I beg to differ. I beg to differ. I know when MDC Alliance people are going to attack me for this, but I don't care. If you attack me, I don't care. I don't mind. I know MDC Alliance people are going to attack me for what I'm going to say right now. If I say it, attack me the way you want. I don't care. But I will remain part of the MDC Alliance. I will never leave MDC Alliance. But what I'm saying to MDC Alliance today is Trukushandiswa. Trukushandiswa, guys, on MDC Alliance. Trukushandiswa no wakata sana bebe. Nasa panduka, aenda na kupe, adzongonyedza party, election yapera, more 5 years of suffering under ZANU PF. Because of his actions. Go and look who constituents kwa akanomira. Kuti dai asina kumira ikoko takaisa one candidate ZANU PF yairo was say. But he went there akanodzongonyedza zvinhu to the extent that ZANU PF yakatora city isiri yavo. And that same person comes back to MDC Alliance. To sekerera vanhu MDC Alliance kuti vabhebhe vauya. I don't buy that idea. wapanduka wabuda waenda wadzoka wabuda waenda wapanduka you are not a reliable member of the MDC. I don't think inini I'm happy with the return of Bebe. Dai Bebe atoenda kuZANU PF atera vana team of years. It was far much better. I know MDC Alliance would attack me for that, but I stand my ground, I'm telling you. Bebe kuzanu is far much better than coming back to MDC Alliance. Hana charukuya nacho. Arikuya nasi mangwana upanduka. Oya mangwana upanduka. Momba chigaro mangwana upanduka. Akadzoka kuna watsvangirai akasvika akapuwa chigaro mangwana chakapanduka futi. Akaenda kwakupa apanduka kwakupa adzoka futi kuMDC Alliance. We don't need him. He add no value to MDC Alliance. You understand what I mean? He add no value to MDC Alliance. Bebe add no value. Unless when he's coming, let him come as an ordinary party member. He doesn't have anything to do with the party. Guy a card carrying member. And I'm not going to contest to MP. I'm not going to do anything. But I am MDC Alliance. As let's behead all these sellers because no one will struggle kumashure. As the guys struggle guys, let's look back. But Zongonyeza Tomira foot 5 years. Elections comes once in 5 years. As I'm with you, the Banyaya baby. Well done, Chairman Sagomba. Chairman Sagomba, but now you are talking, Mr. Yuda. Kusenzeswa. And Murgona. Munano Panduga Wenda. And baby does not need to be given a position. We are not happy about. I'm totally not happy about that guy. Because Agawea Nasi, and Dawea Nevan Wang. Oscar Nevan Wake, Ogara Zalpa, maybe is approached by ZANU PF with Zimbabwe. Takushka my elections, what's Zongonyeza food. So, akadzongonyedza kakawanda mampa position is not principled. We don't want such leaders in our party. If MDC Alliance has to lose all those people and go, let them go. We don't mind about them. And it's more because tungoramba chingotambira marutsi tunamba chingotambira vanhu vari kuya chidzongonyedza, and then we are on one position. We are not moving forward. Tikumiswa nevanhu vanongodzoka momupachigaro odzokera odzoka momupachigaro odzoka onyonganisa. I am totally not happy about his coming back to MDC Alliance. And I'm totally not happy. Anzi Miratin's Anzi Blessing Matuenga, let's have our own new house. I think Nelson will address this definitely. I'm totally not happy. Bebe, Avaswan are reliable when it comes to politics. When it comes to politics, because we are fighting to take control of MDC. As Bebe Ngasa to Portugal, you are 100% Yuda. Yeah, you are right. So I know MDC Alliance people might attack me. But irrelevant people. They come, they delay the struggle. They come, they delay the struggle. The action that was taken by ZANU PF is an action that delays the struggle. Former just one, this one candidate as MDC Alliance. Kupe was refusing that. And she denied, she refused even to cooperate with Changirai. She came back to try and cooperate with a dead Changirai. That didn't work. This is why Kupogona kind of HICC Kokenda when I was not Kupatombo winner anything. They didn't want the people that HICC Congress was to remove Kupe from political world. And in one Bebe Namaduku ndo chokwadi chocho same WhatsApp group. Ukada kuona kuti HICC yaye Congress yaye papasina Congress pa. It was just a plan to make sure that Kupe is removed from political arena, and now she's just irrelevant. And anymore, we don't want such people. They have delayed the struggle. Those people have delayed our struggle. So Zimbabweans, we must do away with such politicians. Hasn't really the best politician in our country. We've got ZANU MDC. MDC almost 1 million people who can be presidents. 1 million people. We still have more people who can stand as presidents in MDC. ZANU PF MDC we've got planned. And but the chances we can't, or MDC can't have 1 million presidents at one time. This is why you see we say wachamisa ndi muripo izvozvi. Taiona vachangira itaba. We choose presidents. We choose leaders. Don't impose yourself. And the unopenga. Saka ndonyaya tikutaura kuti we don't want vanhu who delay the struggle. These guys have delayed the struggle. Vaidzoka muchivapa. Be our organizing secretary. Be what. Be what. Muchivapa zvigaro. Vana gutu vachinzi spokesperson. Vana Timovius vachitoda kuti ama vice president. We don't want that people. Those type of people, they have delayed the struggle. Muchifunga tiri kufamba navo, struggle iri kudelay. And they have delayed us, and we are still on position 1. We have never moved to position 2. We are still fighting ZANU PF to remove ZANU PF so that we have good life. Every Zimbabwean must have good life. So much I that's a picture of a uniform in prison. Now I can see a transformation. That transformation is possible to every soldier. It's possible to every Zimbabwean in Zimbabwe. It's possible to every member of the uniformed force. Unaona chinondorwadza nechekutaura kuti varume uniformed force mune varume vakuru. Kashara varume vakuru ndikutaura vanhu vabve zera, vane ndebvu, vane kwese kwese kwakachena vamwe. Vari muma-uniformed force. Unaona murume mukuru achidikitira kupfeka njombo, kuporisha, kupfeka camouflage, achienda kunohora less than $100 a month. Munhu iye cannot fight for himself. Una zvinhu zvinondirwadza zvinhu izvozvo. Zvinhu zvinondirwadza kuti such type of vanhu vari muZimbabwe, they can help, they can fight for themselves. Masoja can fight for themselves. They can fight for their freedom. Those policemen can fight for their freedom. Isusu, I'm fighting for my freedom from my corner. You understand? Unaona murume mukuru zveshe wakapfeka tie sutu achibuda mumba runohora less than $100 and you can't fight for yourself. And you can't fight. You guys can't fight for yourself. You guys can't fight for yourself. Soldiers, varume vakasvika, vane masuru dai, vane shafu, anenge akapfeka njombo achimhanya every day. Oyere, hondo, ayere, hondo, oyere, oh, ayai, hondo, road every day. Mwezi wapera uri kuhora mari isingakwane heti yandakapfeka. Mari yako haikwane. Heti inda 25 pounds. Heti yandakapfeka 60 pounds. Mari yako yakuhora iwo haikwane. But I convert this 50 pounds or 60 pounds, it will give me about $80. You are $80 US. But let's fight for our freedom. It does not necessarily mean that Shepherd should be fighting for your freedom whilst you are there. You are equivalent to Shepherd. You are equivalent to Shepherd. And you are equal to Shepherd. You can fight for your own freedom. Shepherd is fighting from his corner for his freedom. So I'm urging all Zimbabweans. I'm urging all the army. Those prison officers. 𝗭𝗂𝗿, I will ring you back. My brother is calling, but hey, I can't answer him both the same phone that I'm using. And murume mukuru or less than $100 a month. But you can't fight for your freedom. You want someone to come and fight for your freedom. When are you going to fight for your freedom? You are entitled to earn enough to feed your family. You are entitled to earn enough to feed your people. To take your children to schools. You must be driving a nice car. Your own car that you buy from your salary. Save, buy your own car. But you can't drive a car. You can't take your children to school. You can't build your own house. You are murume mukuru akasvika akutorora. Murume mukuru akarora. Anorara nemukadzi pungwe. Wakarora. But you can't fight for your freedom. Because utaura ndiri musoja wenyika. Unodya nyika here. Ndiri mupurisa wenyika. unodya nyika iwewe. Handiri mugajera ndochengeta majere. Majere acho ndanawo kumusha. Kana wabuda basa uchagara mujere here. So these guys must be told the truth. These guys must learn. These guys must rise up. These guys must know that they live once. Kana wakapinda basa uri chikomana uchimhanya nawo wachembera wapera. Auchakwanisi kumhanya zvawaita zvazvo. Saka muchizwa mazanila achitanga hey tunoenda kuhondo taura handei kuhondo kana muchida. Bozi unotaura kuti wane 62 years 75 years munangagwa hondo yachamhanya ndeipi futi yachamhanya achiridza munangagwa ndeipi akusisina. Hanzi dzimba dzinodhura even muLondon dzinodhura dzimba. But muno muLondon you can buy a house here. You can buy a house. You earn enough to buy a house. Zvakanakira UK, you educate yourself to the standard that you earn enough decent salary that can afford you to buy anything you want in this country. And in the morning, as the municipal mgoma taura zvinhu tikutaura stones kuti understand these guys, because this information yataurwa na Dr. Schumer haisi information yekutamba nayo. This is deep down that should enter in deep in your heart. You must sit down and consider yourself, what am I doing? When ZANU PF is registering 2 million people, 2 million ghost accounts to say voters wrote up in the 2 million one, national database up in the 2 million one. Urban population study at Rushtower and 16 million. At the 16 million Zimbabweans on Wasaram, Zimbabwe. How many millions of people are in South Africa? How many in Botswana? How many in Mozambique, Malawi, Zambia? All of those countries surrounding us, they've got millions of Zimbabweans. So when I start at 16 million in Zimbabwe, we are lying. Look at when we're UK and Zimbabweans, we are probably over 500,000. Go look in America, go in Australia, New Zealand. Zimbabweans are all over the world. If you count all of those Zimbabweans who left Zimbabwe, there are probably 5 or 6 million people. Out of 16 million, how many people left in Zimbabwe? So they are trying to up their number by trying to create ghost people. You understand? So you guys must learn. Ukaramchisirwa 2 million ghost people mu database kana mu voters roll. ZANU PF is denying you decent life. And that decent life, you must demand it. Because it's a high time to demand. Muri varume vakuru, we cannot fight for you. Muri vakadzi vakuru vari kushanda muchiuto, we cannot fight for you. Unoona munhu achipfeka zikamafurashi achimuka achienda kunomira pagedhi uchiporisha bhutsu ine mushonga unodhura. And you want someone to come and fight for your freedom. Why can't you reason? Why can't you think and fight for your own freedom? Ndozvitaurwa na Dr. Schumer. This guy has been an army colonel. This guy has been in ZANU PF. And the movement which made by Honorable is vital because it will boost. That is what we don't want, Mkoma Joshua. That is what we don't want. He can't boost anything. He can't boost anything, baby. He has destroyed us from the beginning. We are still on point one with him or without him. And who is he? Is he MDC? You are destroying the movement. You are destroying the and you know the South Africa alone has got 3 million Zimbabweans. So around 7 million Zimbabweans are outside the country. Zimbabwe 16 million people. I challenge the Zimbabwe government. Gava the census steering on Zimbabwe right now. Kutono twangani. Because I don't want a census do it from UK. Muno UK census to it online. Chakura Zaichamba charge, we are doing census online. Utumirwa code. Ya enter pa phone pako. Obvunzwa mbamako nani vanogara na mumbai mombo. They're doing census online. We can still do census online and find out how many Zimbabweans are still in Zimbabwe. As I like the way you are today. Sorry, Mkoma Nelson, because I'm so short up today. And Zimbabweans don't understand themselves. We definitely don't. And how do we get the diaspora vote? This is another issue that we should be talking about. And so why do you want the party to do with the 𝗵𝗵 chief? We don't. I'm saying the party has got nothing to do with the 𝗵𝗵. 𝗵𝗵 is part of the people who have destroyed the movement. They just moved in and out, moved in and out, moved in. Moved in and out. What difference does he make today? And what difference does he make today? We don't need him. I personally don't need him. We don't need him. He has got no relevance. He has got no relevance to the movement. And the UK alone, 1 million, I'm sure. Thank you, Killers. So just count how many Zimbabweans are not outside Zimbabwe. And that number, ZANU PF are 2 million people. Varikupinda mu national database. Varikupinda mu voters roll. Androna. Varikupinda mu voters roll. Varikupinda mu database. So Dr. Schumer went on to say, reforms must include the review and verification of the more than 2 million non-existent additional persons created by ZANU PF. This is what Dr. Schumer is proposing. That when we talk about reforms, let's have a verification. Let's review these people created. We want to see you understand? And both these people are put on national database and the voters roll. So intelligence agencies are busy as we are talking. They've guaranteed the ZANU PF that the results are already rigged, the 2023 results. This is why when results already 23, they are done. And in morning, those are Sekuru. Thank you, Sekuru. 𝗵𝗵 kana achidzoka ku MDC Alliance. Aiwa ngaadzoka ari card carrying member. Anongosvika ogarawo kwasina. Don't give him a role to talk to Zimbabweans. Don't give him a role to talk to Zimbabweans at all. Ngagare kweze party carrying. Zvakafanana neni Shepherd. Ndikaenda pararire zare MDC andina chandotaura nekuti andina position mu MDC Alliance. Kana ndakutotaura ndinoya pangu pa social media pangu panapa ndotanga kukurukura nemi hama dzangu. Ndozvinofanira kuti 𝗵𝗵 kana achida ngaende pa social media achitaurawo ipapo kuti sei achimbopanduka achinda achiti kana akuona vanhu ukada kuona pakaenda 𝗵𝗵 provincial office ye MDC Alliance ku Bulawayo kwakaitika hondo. Vanhu vakatemwa, vanhu vakarohwa. Vana 𝗵𝗵 vaiuya nevanhu kuzorova vanhu ve MDC Alliance. Andi munonyanya ndiri kutaura. Akatengesa. Vanhu vaiuya pakaitika hondo guys. Pa head office pa provincial HQ ye MDC Alliance ku Bulawayo. Kwakarohwa vanhu. Kwakarohwa vanhu. Vanhu vakatemwa kupe achida kunotora head office. Tichibvunza kuti why ndakabvunza pa live ini ndikati but why Kupe as a national leader who confined herself to Matabeleland, she is confining herself to a province. You're a national leader. Kupe was accepted in Mtare, accepted in Marsh West, accepted in Manicaland, in Mashingo, but kwese kwakasiya and confined herself to Matabeleland, to Bulawayo province. Akapinda head office ye Bulawayo province vakarova youth yakanga irimo nana 𝗵𝗵 vachienda ne youth vachinorova vanhu. Today that person ouya mumutambira, why can't he just be an ordinary person? Kana achijoina MDC Alliance ongoti aiwa ndiri kudzoka ku MDC Alliance but I'll be just an ordinary person, then the people in MDC will choose. And kuna vanhu vamwe kuti munofanira kubvuma kuti uyu ngauye. Kuna mwaona kuti motoramba mega kuti uyu ngagare zvake uyu nevhoti yake gara nayo. Kana achinzi hatizokutora nyika tore nyika gara nevhoti yako. We must get to that extent. And okay brother, I was just opinion, it's see what is going on to happen, but still my question is that about leadership gives position. Afana kutupuwa kana position anzi kana mvura 𝗵𝗵 muzamupa kana mvura yekunwa. You said it already, you that is overstayed. Overstayers, you cannot continue to give him them positions. They've done nothing for the party except getting in parliament and driving expensive 4x4 range cars or drive higher. But what did he do for the party? Nothing. He destroyed it. Ngatarise results akacontesta bebe. Ukada kutasa those two candidates results they far exceed ZANU PF, and we handed over our city to ZANU PF. Andimona nyati kutaura vanhu vakadaro dai akanga ari weZANU saEustas akatomboti contesta obva anzi auya kuMDC at least munomutambira. Aikona kutambira munhu wamoziva kuti ndewenyu, akaenda akanonzongonyedza muto, akadzongonyedza muto, akadira ivhu muto kuti musaseva imi vanhu veZANU, vanhu veMDC. Munhu akadaro yodzokotora ndauya anodira futi ivhu musupu. Andimona, it is good to reject Bebe, to have him. It's good he exposed himself. He did expose himself. Kana achuya, let him come just as a ordinary card-carrying member. Don't give him position. Because there are more people who are better than Bebe there. A lot of people who are better than Bebe. Myself, I'm better than him. I'm better than him as well. Andimona. Andina vanambo panduka kubva kupandukira pati. Pandangori ndo pandiri kubva 1999 kusvika nhasi. Pandakamira ndo pandakamira. Andimona. We need people who are unwavering. Vanhu vokuti avamire setsanga. Inenge akatarisa kuti kwawamari ndekupi ndokwaunowira ikoko. Atide vanhu vakadaro. Don't shake. Atide vanhu vakadaro mumusangano zvachose zvazvi. Munhu uroti kana you should be rejecting him kuti agara umba kwako iwo mani. Dana ndiri kuZimbabwe ini ndaitravela munhu yogara umba kwako. Stay at your home. We don't want you, we don't need you. Andimona. Saka ndonyaya yati kutaura ladies and gentlemen. Kuti the intelligence agencies eZANU, ma-CIO eZANU, they are busy guaranteeing ZANU PF the results at 2023. And you know, already, kana waisa 2 million people voters roll. That means those results are already rigged. Those are already 2023 is done. But it's not yet done. Because look at what Dr. Schumer did. Exposing it. That means it's not yet done. The contest is still on. But what we need to do is get to the root cause of it. And we are hacking their database. We should hack their database. And we should be hacking their database. Reforms, because they know what is there. They really know what is there. I know an MDC Alliance, they are up on arms. Guys, you're welcome. Attack me whatever you want. But what I'm telling you is there are some people we don't need in our part. Some people who destroy. Both elections come once in a while. 5 years, 20 election ka one. And that person auya akudzongonyodza matorerwa seat. Oh, mangwana ubva uya guys, shamwari yangu petting you at the back. Wakuti shamwari yakanaka yo. Haisi shamwari yakanaka. Not a good friend at all. Not a good official at all. I didn't know. So, elections come once in a while. And those elections are not just a game. We want to rule the country. We want to give our best to the people of Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe. Because he is benefiting out of that. Even when you are not benefiting anything. It's also to Zimbabwe is free. Vanhu veZimbabwe vawane mabasa. Vanhu veZimbabwe vawane zvipatara. Vanhu veZimbabwe vaone mvura yakachena. Vanhu veZimbabwe vaone chikafu. Isi patiri kukakata munhu asi kukakata. Ari kudhonzera kumashure. Ozodzoka kuti shamwari ngatikakate. Iye ari kudhonzera kumashure. Let's reason, let's think. Let's reason, let's think. Attack me the way you want, MDC Alliance. But I'm telling you the truth. Kuti isusu nanhasi tiri kukakata. Munhu akagara akakwira patiri kukakata ipapo, akakwira akakutarisa achikurwa neshwapu ngedhongi. Apedza zvobva aburuka hosi rako vaenda ozodzoka kuti ndadzoka ngatikakatei. Kakatai vakomana. Ari kudzoka kuzotaura kuti kakatai vakomana. We don't need such prostitutes. Andiri muri wanyati kutaura. Ngatikakatei tese. Ngatikakatei tese. Uri kuburuka uri kumboenda. Uri kudzoka zvaita sei? Politics. Politics is about how you interact with people. If people are happy with the 𝗭𝗶𝗵𝗎𝗓 to be their member of parliament, I can't stop them. A good example, look at 𝗭𝗶𝗶𝗕𝗓 blessing. Akadyiwa kuKwekwe. What move did he do next? He joined ZANU PF. That means he was not even with us. He was just there. Achitodongorera kuti gorera vanondidzinga kupati ndiri kunojoina ZANU. He is not a true cadre of the party. I have been in this MDC since formation until now. Andinabva ndambobuda mumusangano. Andinabva ndambosiya gwara remusangano. Andimona. Saka vanhu vakadaro, don't give them positions in MDC. Please, I beg you. Never ever give those people positions in the party. Because what they did is vakanakirwa netumari tukuparliament nekamota. Akaenda kwakanoona kuti ako hakuna chimuko. Akudzoka akuziva ndokune vanhu. Ndiri kunosvika ndichitwa member of parliament again. Ndiri kunosvika ndichipuwa chigaro vanondida inini. Who are you? Who are you? Who the hell are you? Adivona, we have got clean, untainted people in the MDC we can elevate. Ini ndotosarudza hangu kutora kana asina bhutsu asati amboshanda tomu elevate. Aita ake member of parliament for that constituency. Hanzi busu dawa yuvena zvirise nanga ndakusuwa imdara. Chebundo imboko. Imboko because akaona kuti kune vanhu mboko dzinondivhotera. Kune mboko dzinondida. Andinoona. And those people, they keep on voting him. They kept voting him. Pakaenda hanzi akatakura mboko dzakakaenda nadzo. Andinoona. Those people have never been MDC people. Kana ungotori munhu weMDC zvinotokutambudza kuteera munhu anoenda kuZANU. Kunobvisa t-shirt yeMDC ndichitaura ZANU PF ndadzoka kuZANU PF. To hell with Chebundo. To hell with him. Who's the hell he is? Andinoona. Saka nyaya iri kutaurwa na Dr. Schumer ndo nyaya iri kutaura panapa, ladies and gentlemen. The biggest electoral scam is in the check foot, but delimitation exercise iri kuitwa na Dr. Schumer. The delimitation exercise, chinonzi delimitation, vari kuverenga kuti vanhu vari panapa vanokwana vangani. Saka constituency yainzi Harare East haisiri Harare East, takudimbura Harare East nepakati. Harare East yobatanidzwa zvimaruzevha, vamwe vobatanidzwa nechi. That delimitation ndo yavakuita kuti vacreate more constituencies kumaruzevha. Nezuro ndakataura ndikati ukaenda kuruzevha unoona kamba panapa, kamba apo, kamba papanono 2 3 4 constituency yese kuruzevha. Hakuna constituency iri kuruzevha ine 10,000 people as I'm speaking today. Let's do the counting. I challenge Zimbabwe government. I challenge Zimbabwe government today. Kuti constituency iri kumaruzevha with this exodus yakaitika muZimbabwe ndeipi ine vanhu 10,000. So they are just delimiting, creating more seats kumaruzevha. Because this is where there are 2 million people would work there. And Dr. Schumer has said it. And it is meant to justify the deployment of these 2 million people. They are trying to justify the deployment of these 2 million people. This is why they are creating more constituencies. Kuna addition of 2 million people. We have got over 8 million people outside Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe today can be around 8 million people. That can I 100% assure you that if you go do census in Zimbabwe, you won't find 16 million people in Zimbabwe. Definitely you won't find them. People have left that country. And on. So what we are saying is we should reject this. We should reject the delimitation. Ndosaka mwana ndachataka masoja mapurisa nemagadjere nezvanhu zvekuya force zvinokwira ndege maAliud 3 ayaya. And please tell the President Chamisa, President Chamisa vadi Mkoma Road, regaiti nzikutora Mkoma Road. Please tell President Chamisa that we are not going to accept anyone who go and come back because we have seen this before. Definitely, we don't accept that. As we obey Nadzoge Guzano. No, he is with the behavior that Bebe shown. Achiramba, zvaidwa na President Tsvangirai. Achiramba, zvaidwa na President Chamisa. Achienda na President wake Kupe. Behavior yakatradza kuenda kwavakaita, violence yavakaita varume vaiva. Nosaka uri kuona Kupe. Ndakataura panapa, hanzi in the 8 million people in Zimbabwe, 4 million of them are under the age of 18. Definitely that's true. ndosaka ndakataura ndikati muri kuona kupe paakaenda kuHICC paipai paakarohwana naSheikh Mkoyi achitukwana naIvhoni Musarurwa unzi hure kupe. Munyaya yakupe vanhu vai vakatomusetera kuti amai anhasi tofanira kutombovarikita. Bozi vana Sheikh Mkoyi pavakaenda kuBulawayo vakanorohwa kuBulawayo. Mudhara Love Momo achitaura kuti hanzi amashona yadhelela vachirohwa naSheikh Mkoyi. Saka ndakati kurohwa kwaThokozani Kupe kuHarare, that is not coincidence at all. But that was done purposely. People, they just wanted kudzorera kurohwa kwakaita. Sheikh aidaidzirawana achitaura kuti hanzi kilo lima uya kwandiri kuzopuwa order yekuti chirovai munhu. Andimona nsakamona Kupe akatsemurwa mazimba aya akazobuda mumwere agogo achitiza. Bozi vakomana ava vakatomugadzirira vaya kuti maya vakatipurisa takarohwa matebhelele ndikublowa chinzi amashona yadhelela rovai mbitidzi. You understand? Saka politics dzakadaro hatidzidi muMDC. Hadzisi politics dzedu. Pakafumwa MDC hapana language yaimbotaurwa. Ndakaona vaGibson Sivanda vachinzi ndova vice chairperson, vice president. Ndikaona spokesperson udanga ripo Temba Nyati. Andabva ndamboona paitaurwa this issue language. Issue language kunzi mudhevele takasaka kuzviona vana Kupe vakuti amashona yadhelela rovai mashona vachirohwa vana Sheikh Mkoyi. Ndiko takatanga kuzvionera ikoko. Vana Kupe nana Beba vachireidha maofisi ekuBulawayo vachirova youth yeMDC yaivemo. Youth yairohwa ikoko kuBulawayo hasi mashona mandevele vanogara muBulawayo vaitorohwa nana Bebe vaitorohwa nana Kupe. Saka what I'm saying here is takatanga kuona that division yekunzi ushona le undhevelelo zvakauraya ZANU PF zvakauraya ZAPU. No politics dzavakatakura vachitiigira kuMDC hatidzizive politics idzodziya. Ati takatanga kutodziona vana Kupe vachidziita. I've never heard politics dzekuti vachangira vataura munhu mudhevele. Never in a day randakanzwa vachangira vataura kuti mudhevele ngarowe kana mushona ngarowe. Never in a day randakanzwa mudhara Gibson Sivanda achiti mudhevele mushona ngarowe. But mashoko aibuda kuna vice president of MDCT ainzi Thokozani Kupe achiti amashona lo yadhelela ngarowe mashona ayo. Vana Bebe vachitaura kuti mashona yadhelela ngarowe mashona awo. Ndakatanga kunzwa that type of language chibuda muromo mana Love Momoyo kuBulawayo. Andina kufanira ndambozvinzwa muMDC. Adzisi politics dzeMDC idzodzo. Definitely adzimo MDC agenda. Adzimo MDC yakataura ikati hatina politics dzevanhu vokuti ningi mudhevele ningi mushona. Hakuna politics dzakadaro dzinoitwa kuMDCT. Kwatakaona vachironga kuti Kupe akamborohwa naSheikh achidzosera achiti anofanira kurohwa nhasi paHICC. Kupe akanorozvamburwawo. Saka idzodzo ipolitics dzavo dzekurovana kwavo dzekuitana sei ikoko. We can't bring such type of a person back. Kuti azodivide vanhu vachiti uri mudhevele uri mushona. Ko vana Shepherd mabranda yatichapinda papi. Mabwidi born and bred in Zimbabwe. Patichapinda nepapi kana maakuti political party yenyaya yekutora munhu nekuti mudhevele come back. Isisi muchatisa papi. Kana tisingakwane kuMDC Alliance motitaurira kuti vana Shepherd hamukwane kuMDC Alliance. Totsvaga kokuenda nguva ichiripo. 2023 is not far. It's not far at all. Bosi kana makuta party dzekuti political party yekuti munhu aipanduka achiputsa vanhu achipwanya vanhu musoro vanhu achirohwa matebhelele ndo achinzi umushona yadhelela iye munhu yemomutora back netribalism yakadaro and accommodate him back in the party. And I don't understand what MDC Alliance is trying to achieve by doing that. Saka in other words muri kutaura here kuti isusu vana Shepherd tinonzi tiri mabwidi. Ndikaenda kuMashonaland West kwandogara ndikasvika kweko nonzwa Yuda kuti mbwidi uyo. Anditi ibwidiro ndichitukwa nemashona. Ndodzika nena matebhelele ndosvika nonzi ibwidiro ndotukwa. Imakutorana pachindevele nechishona muchiti dzokayo nokuti uri mudhevele dzokayo nokuti uri mushona makuda kupanana zvigaro isoenda kupi. Kana maona kuti isusu hatikwane MDC Alliance motitaurira kuti imi mamudiwa maMDC Alliance tinobuda togara kumba. I won't join any other political party. I will just sit home ndichimirira my opportunity. andimona politics dzakadaro hadzisanambodzinzwa kuMDC ndakatanga kutodzinzwa na Love Momoyo nana kutuko ZANU-PF nana Bhebhe vachidziita kumaTebeleland, and you accept that type of person, bring him back. No language yeZANU chaiyo hanzi tiri kugadzira shamu ine munyu. No language yeZANU yatiri kutaura iyoyo yekuti people borrowed language yeZANU-PF from ZANU yetribalism and brought it to MDC, split the part. But I don't forget, right? Party yasimba guys, come ZANU-PF. ZANU-PF vakunyandanura zvatakaronga. And anonoka kusvika. Inorwadziwa inini. Mwangu norwadza tikatarisa zvinhu zvakadaro. So what I'm saying is, zvataurwa na Dr. Shumba. Dr. Shumba highlighted electoral scam, especially in the delimitation process that is being done by ZANU-PF today. Dr. Shumba vataura zvakawanda, and this is the reason for the highly publicized choreograph of new members joining and defecting to ZANU-PF. And zvamuri kunzwa vachitaura kuti hey, 400 people joined the ZANU-PF. Hey, they're trying to justify this delimitation program and by 2 million people my constituencies edu. And the so elections has already been rigged. Dr. Shumba. So Dr. Shumba, we should reject that rigging. And you speaking truth, my brother. So and Narashi Kazembe just tuning in Murise Mkoma Yuda Ndagasimba Mkoma Rashi. So this is what Dr. Shumba has said. This Dr. Shumba is was part of ZANU-PF. He really understood it in and out. And he was a soldier. He was colonel in the army. And imona. Ziganzi mu dictionary re ZANU amuna chinhu chinonzi competence. Amuna chinhu chinonzi incompetent. Incompetence ndo chavo. And imona. Ansi, yeah, that is true. That is why we are going nowhere as a nation. Was and a record divide vana veZimbabwe ativad those are true kutaura Mkoma Henry kuti oh definitely with what we have witnessed vabhebhe vachiita, why should we accept him back and target 10 million and above Mkoma Yuda taura ibhebhe kwete hanzi kwete chi andisuza hanzi kwete chi hanzi taura ibhebhe kwete atidi vanhu vanoda zvigaro chete. Exactly, Mkoma George. This is where my point is. Vanhu vari kuuya kuzotora zvigaro momba chigaro chiri influential. Inini I was the organizing secretary for Harare East District. Although my participation in that position was a bit limited, but I made sure kuti pandoisa ruoko rwangu pane chinobuda. You understand? Kubva ndiri kubva pandakaita organizer atinabva tamboruza Harare East. Harare East takasanga kuiruza tendai bitu aitwa recalled na vatsvangira kuita from handingati vatsvangira aitwa recalled naMonzora kubva muparliament. Ndipo payakambotorwa yakutorwa na anonzi ZANU yauya weZANU weZANU yauya mukadzi waAlumpofu anonzi ZANU yokumitisirwa mukadzi momutani kokumitisirwa mukadzi uya Terence Mkupe mondiregererawo guys. Terence Mkupe akazomitisirwa mukadzi naBushiri. As if all people in Zimbabwe develop a Joburg mentality, zvinoita operation munhu wese pistol muhomwe. Trevor Mngoma Trevor ndimuri kutaura zvinhu chazvo zvine musoro mimi. Bosi kana ndane pistol muhomwe munhu weseka kana ZANU-PF painenge kundirwa paipa vafusika kuti yeah 8 rounds pistol mazhinji 8 rounds 8 rounds ka kana ndeCZ ngaloda 8 rounds zangu mukavangwa nyongo paipa ndodira 8 vanoenda neni. Andinimaona zvandakazombotaurira munhu weZANU wandakati iwe wandoona sofa ndiri chipi stere tokuuraya mufana ndikati panofa inini panofa rume 12 akanoridza mhere zvikazii ndakada kuuraya vanhu 12 asati afa. Shumba is the Aziko Mkomadani. Shumba is the leader of an opposition. Dr. Shumba, I think, his political party, I think, and he wants to be president of Zimbabwe. But problem yandinayo nevanhu vakamboita chiuto chimilitary, they change. Look at what M7 did. Museveni paakatora Uganda, akataura kuti people should not overstay. Today achinja akutaura runs overstayers have got experience to run a country. Saka vanhu vakamboita chiuto, I don't like them to be my president enyika. But whatever Dr. Schumer has said, it's so touching. It's very, very important, especially by what we are facing as Zimbabweans, considering all these shenanigans that ZANU PF has been doing. And on. So Dr. Schumer went on to say, guys, let's fight for reforms under a united vehicle. Saka iwane party inonzi NERA, I think, and the educated citizens of the evil and unconstitutional plans of the regime engage in illegal remedies to stop these diabolical needs. So varikutaura kuti iwo Dr. Schumer tinofana kustopa whatever satanic plans that ZANU PF has put trying to rig 2023 election. And wonderful and powerful ways. Thank you, Ngoma Mugen. Thank you so much. And now Eustace believe Makan can say that again. So this is what Dr. Schumer said. He said there must be an urgent commitment and intervention by stakeholders. And you need to urgently react as stakeholders. We are stakeholders. All political parties in Zimbabwe are stakeholders, except Monzora Nana Linda Msarira. Vanonzi kwira indege monobaiwa vaccine talk by 2,500 each. Those have lost the opposition trend. They've lost the opposition political field. And let the baby be a card. Those are true to our Munaripara Baron Pamanye Anonzi 𝗭𝗂𝗍𝗶. This is the first chairperson, vice chairperson of Harare East District. Munanonzi 𝗭𝗂𝗍𝗶. Vanhu vakuru vari panapa. He knows MDC party politics in and out. Out in and in and out. Thank you so much. And the guy has inside information, Yuda. This is why I've decided to make a presentation on this guy, because he definitely has inside information. He has his boys and is a soldier. Please speak to him. He trained SARS. Do you know them? People don't resign. They don't resign. He is a very important person in our political history. Unfortunately, I don't budge or I don't buy his idea of becoming a president. Probably he could be the army general, not good idea president. But think that Zokera Zana Kabila, Tadzokera Kwana Museveni, take that Zokera futi ku ZANU PF ideology. Muto chete. We don't want that idea. Ngati pay ma civilians vatonge nyika. Ngati pay ma civilians vaite say vatonge nyika. So Dr. Schumer is a very important person, especially in military terms. He was an instructor. He trained the SAS, Special Air Services, and you know the Special Air Services. We've got one of our colleagues who was in the Special Air Services. ZANU PF without dimbura msoro. Sakata my guy, be strong. Tese tuda udimburwa msoro ne ZANU. Kana udimburwa yo, don't worry. Kana kadimburwa ni, don't worry. Let's take the struggle further. And in more. Saka Dr. Schumer anzi akaramba mbatanidzo MDCA. Why should he want it now? I don't think he wants to be in the MDCA. He doesn't want to be. He wants to do his own things. And I don't see him making an impact in our political arena. But what we are saying is what he has said today. This is exactly what we should be confronting. This is exactly what we should be doing. And if we don't take up arms against ZANU PF, we will never win. Kutaura kwa mkoma Vincent Mukarati. Azati wine tikasapata zombo. Wakomana zombo. Nezuro magona ndichi ndakaleya pa combat battalions atina wana 1-3 battalion, wana 4-2 battalion, wana battalions atina mu Zimbabwe akawandisa. And those battalions are ZANU kande state. Saka they can even go against the ZANU PF. Saka pakaipa guys. So varutaura mkoma Schumer, Dr. Schumer, as not as of joining, but information he has. Information, yes. We want the information that this man has. He has got very important information. So this is the information that made me come live early. And that's you that Tari really say. Tari was on the inboxer. And did the Tari. Saka, guys. So we need urgent commitment from all stakeholders. When we say stakeholders, we mean those people who are going to vote. You are supposed to be making the difference. Your vote can't be rigged, Magatarisa. Saka, we need that intervention from all those stakeholders. Saka, we need that to the information that Dr. Schumer has. That is the information that we want as Zimbabweans. And it manzwa. Nofunga, the gentleman is being clear here. Dr. Schumer is being clear here with his thread, with what he wants Zimbabweans to see. With my reforms are to know as Zimbabwe is too important for us to waste each other. This is why I was talking about Bebe. That MDC Alliance is a very important political entity that we should not waste it. But Atingarambe and 𝗭𝗶𝗶𝗏𝗂𝗏 today. Bareta, Bareta, that is struck and Garisha. No Fugabane Zuro. That was Chumbomira in my life. Chumbomira in my life. Saganuka no Pavigua Bareta. Sagamona Clint. Can you look for my beret in the bedroom? Did you see my barretta? No. Look it in the bedroom. I think it has been put somewhere. Right. Go look for it. People want to see me wearing my beret. Daniel Shumba is also a lawyer. Yo, well done. Saka. And it's very doctorate here. But Varunzi Gweta Ombe foot. Sector Zirwita. Saka Hanzina, Dr. Shumba. Brutality must stop. He's saying that we must at all costs stop ZANU PF brutality. That means when they start brutalizing us, we must match them. Zimbabwe, you have your own illegal pistol. Because Dr. Schumer is saying that can help stop brutality. As he supported the Chamisa 2018 Concord appeal, but they blocked his contribution. All right. Mkomati is right. I had no idea. Yeah, he's a doctor, but I don't know doctor in what. Because he has even, I haven't seen him coming even live on Facebook. No, pusa wakaita, my politicians, edu Zimbabwe. Thank you. Rauya Bareta, who put this one in the bedroom. Rapida Bareta. Thanks so much, Beret Rauya. Nice. Yes, it's true. So, Dr. Schumer is urging all Zimbabweans that he's telling you that Zimbabwe is very important for us to waste. He's saying all Zimbabweans or stakeholders, we must stop ZANU PF brutality. He's saying because they get brutal because they want to engage in corruption. So what they are doing is that instilling fear in you so that they continue engaging in corruption. And we must stop corruption in Zimbabwe. ZANU PF will never stop corruption. Don't ever be fooled. ZANU PF mune munu anokwanisa kustopa corruption. They can't stop corruption. ZANU PF can't stop corruption. They can't stop corruption. Get it from me. So Dr. Daniel Schumer is saying we must find a means and a way to stop corruption. We must stop tribalism. This is a very important thing. My next presentation at 8 o'clock, I'm going to talk about tribalism. I was engaging in what Dr. Schumer was saying, but my next presentation from now is starting at 8 o'clock so that those who were not there, total run is 8 o'clock. I'm going to engage much in tribalism. I'm going to talk about tribalism. And it's Barreta Shepherd. Yes, it's a barre. It's T silent. All right. Digadi Bereta Teta Teta shotgun kaya mukoma boom boom bereta shotgun boom boom saka ironzi bere. All right, thank you Ngoma Bari, thank you Ngoma, as we have been voting and winning all along Ngoma Yuda, but no this shame. Can you close my door please? I don't have time. Oh, let me finish now.
Okay.
Then you quickly oh sorry guys, you are seeing this for the last time. It's going now. Now so nyaya iripo guys ndiyekutaura kuti let's stop tribalism. Zvitaura naMukoma Shumba. That's my next presentation. I'm going to talk about tribalism. Mukoma Shumba said we must demand constitutionalism. As Zimbabweans, we must engage, demand human rights which have been eroded in our country. Oh, mukadzi aitwa zvakanaka. Chapora manje chimunhu chaje. Sorry guys, my mwana, all ZANU PF people are into loot. They are into loot our resources, guys. So if we don't demand constitutionalism, human rights, electoral reforms, rule of law, and demand an uncaptured state, that all the state institutions are captured. So we need strongly unifying leadership, so that we need God. Dr. Schumer, as we need unifying leadership, we need God. Munakata sa Schumer kana akauya akati anda kupinda mu MDC as an advisor to the president, I would accept him. Kuno adzisike idzo. Ukoko adzisike dzikudhura ere. Schumer is for which part I don't know. Mukoma danda mbotra nera. Ambona pakanzi nera, so I don't know which part he is. He should come live on Facebook. I think vane number za Dr. Schumer mbondi paini mbotaura nawo. I want him here pa platform panam. Anzo abaya ndikumuda pa platform pana pa Dr. Schumer. Ndikumuda. Saka vane number za Dr. Schumer munondi pawo ndimbotaura naye. Kuti amboya panapa ndimbo advise ambichana kuti ngambotarisa wind mhepo iri kublowa sei. You cannot contest against Chamisa and win, but let's be tikawana vanhu vakaita sema advisors to the president vakaita sana Dr. Schumer vaivai, I would accept him. Not bozi mauto kuaccepta muzanula force sa president tingodzosera nyika kuzanu bozi anombotanga akanaka sam7 all of a sudden obva azoti pindu munochema naye munhu akadaro. Andidimona Anzi Dambudzo on his latest crazy speech was saying you need corruption to succeed. Obviously he's a corrupt gentleman. So he said God anointing is in this evil, as God anointing is not in this evil. What we are witnessing today in ZANU PF is never God anointed. So ladies and gentlemen, shirega ndi kusiye ipapa manemashoko Dr. Schumer tosangana pa 8 o'clock naye pane vanoziva kuti 8 o'clock ndopatotanga live on Facebook. Saka ngoti ndikupaika brief in short kuti ndozviripo ndozvitaurwa naDr. Schumer, but we'll talk more about it pandinodzoka pa 8 o'clock. Enjoy, and from now it's 7:19. So just a few minutes, nimboita sort out a few things, then I'll come back. Please be ready for 8 o'clock. Because at 8 o'clock is 8 o'clock. Because share this video, share it. He's my type military, I respect. Sazi trained cadres, we try one. Dinaye wangu genga. Aripo arikubindura. Oh, wakachena futhi.
Konduto zonke chena. Okurukana ndirwara ndonza ndichageze. Ko ndiwa baba live.
Atsatsi. Taura tizo. Hayi taura. Ngomathemba ari kukunzwa taura.
Kuti chi?
As United Democratic Alliance. Thank you so much guys. Ndodzoka mai manje 8 o'clock. Get ready for 8 o'clock and enjoy your day.